channel. Today we're going to do a plan with me. This is in my Erin Condren LifePlanner in the vertical layout. And we're going to do a little Christmas themed plan with me, but no stickers. And we're also not going to use any washi tape. So the way we're going to do this is by actually using this pad of scrapbook paper and just doing a quick flip through. It has a bunch of fun Christmas themes throughout the pages. So I'm just looking through and deciding which one I want to use. There are a lot of really cute papers here, and I'm seeing some I can use for like little background pieces, but also some cards and whatnot that I can insert throughout. And yeah, I'm really liking this sort of mermaid unicorn themed Christmas paper. And I think that I'm gonna start by putting this in this bottom left-hand corner. So I've got a sheet of this paper ripped out. Now what I'm going to do is, instead of measuring it, because I tried measuring it and the measurements were weird, I'm just going to place this paper into this corner space that I want to fill, and I'm just going to use my pen to mark a couple lines where I want to cut the paper. And then I'm going to use this Fiskars 12-inch cutting tool, and I'm going to use this to get nice straight edges on paper cuts. And this is going to cut my paper perfectly to fit in this corner. I swear I try using scissors to cut these kind of things and they're never as straight as they are when I use these tools. So here's my cut piece of paper, and I'm going to use this Elmer's glue stick. This is a repositionable glue stick. And this is my first time trying this actually, so this is a bit of an experiment for me as well. And I'm just going to double check that this fits nicely there and it looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and get out just a plain piece of paper, just any scrapbook paper will do, because I'm going to go ahead and glue the back of this paper, and I just want to make sure I don't get that glue stick everywhere. So this is going to protect my planner and all the other surfaces in my house. And I'm just getting a good cover on the back of that. It is a little sticky, and just kind of getting rid of some of that extra paste. And yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and add this to this lower left-hand corner, making sure that my edges line up nicely. And I'm going to give it a good press. Okay, now I want to move on to the top and the bottom section of the planner. I'm going to basically try to recreate my typical planner spread. So usually one of the first things I like to do is cover the top and bottom with washi tape. And I noticed earlier when I was flipping through, there's this one page that has these basically washi tape looking strips of paper already. So I'm going to cut this one out, and I think I can use the top part for the top part of the planner, and then the bottom part for the bottom part of the planner. So I cut these shapes out already, and I didn't really measure it. I could kind of just tell they were going to fit okay. But I didn't really measure the height of these so much, but I did measure the width, of course. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue these down as well, and those will be my washi tape-like pieces of paper in my spread. I just like to use those to sort of add borders and kind of outline where my writing space is going to be. Oh, and if you guys want to find out what I do to get my new planner set up for the year ahead, I've got a free download, and you can get that by clicking on the link in the description box below. And once you confirm your email subscription, then I'll go ahead and send you that checklist. The email subscription is a great way to stay in touch with me, and you'll get emails whenever I have new videos up, and you can be one of the first people to see new videos when they go live. So I'm going for a really colorful look, so I'm going to go ahead and actually put something into these middle boxes. And I really like the way this turquoise paper looks. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cutting tool out and get that ready, because I'm going to use that to get some more nice, clean, straight cuts on that. And just using my Erin Condren ruler, I'm just measuring this box, and it's basically 2 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a strip of paper that's 2 inches tall. And you can use the ruler on the cutting tool just to make your life a little bit easier so you're not over measuring things. So I'll put this into the 2-inch mark, and just a quick note, this paper can slide around a little bit, so try to make sure that the right edge of the paper is lined up with those straight lines on the side of the cutting tool. And it can slip a little bit, so you kind of want to get a firm grip on it. And yeah, I'm just going to cut that piece of paper. And now we want to take a look at how wide the boxes are. So getting out my ruler again, you can see the boxes are 1.5 inches wide. So that's a nice easy measurement. I'm glad Erin Condren made the size of the boxes a pretty normal size and shape. So I'm going to use the measuring area on the cutting tool again, and I'm just going to cut a few different boxes out of this paper. I think I'm going to do 5 because I have an idea for what I want to put in the weekend area. So I like to lay these out just to make sure that the way I'm thinking this is going to look in my head actually looks good in paper. So yeah, I'm just laying down all the pieces of paper and seeing how that looks before I commit to gluing everything down. And yeah, I like the way that looks, so I am going to go ahead and get these guys glued down just using that Elmer's glue stick again. I don't know if you guys have tried this method before, but I did find it a little bit messy. It was kind of hard to keep the glue off of my fingers, and then sometimes it was like getting on the front pieces of the paper. This is like a fun way to decorate your planner for sure, but I'm kind of thinking I might be more of a washi tape kind of girl. What do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments below if you prefer washi tape or scrapbook paper for decorating your planner. So I remember when I was flipping through before, there was a card shape that I thought would look really nice somewhere in the planner, so looking for that one again, and here it is. And I really like this okay but first presents piece of paper, so I'm just going to cut that out, and I think I actually just used my scissors for this, but it looks pretty straight. And although it doesn't fit perfectly, I want to use this over the boxes for Saturday and Sunday because I thought that was sort of the best place that this fit, and it kind of continued that turquoise theme along the entire width of the paper. And now I really like this piece of scrapbook paper as well. It has all the colors for my theme, and I think I'm just going to use this to sort of pull the colors throughout because this is looking pretty colorful, but I'm going for a pretty colorful spread this week. So I just cut a few small pieces of this out. That's going to be sort of like a weekend banner, and then these are really not functional pieces of paper at this point. These are truly more decorative. So I'm trying to spread them out into boxes where I don't think they're going to take up too much writing space. And yeah, I'm just laying them out before I glue them down just to make sure I like where everything's placed, and I do, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these guys down now. The paper is just a little bit too busy for me to really want to write too much on it, so yeah, these really will be more of just decorative things. They don't really have any purpose. Most of my decorations are usually pretty functional, but this week it's just about the color scheme. I went ahead and cut that turquoise paper into some thin strips because I realized they might make for some really nice banner-like stickers. I just cut them into little rectangles, and then I'm going to use the scissors to cut out little triangles in the bottom, that way I can make the banner shape. And I'm going to use these to signify some events that are happening in the week. So this is like a shape that I've sort of associated now with different events. So when I see this shape now in my planner, I think, okay, something's happening here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get these guys glued down because I do like where these are placed, and I think they look pretty good in the spread so far. And it normally doesn't bother me, but I went ahead and cut some more banner shapes out because those little banner-like shapes in the top area of the planner, the green is like just kind of clashing with my color scheme, so I just went ahead and cut these guys out to get those covered up. And I'm not showing in the video, but I did lay these down and make sure that they covered those little green flags nicely before I decided to go ahead and start gluing them down. I did have to make a few adjustments because they weren't quite covering up the banners right. For example, this side, it was kind of covering up that Sunday text, so I had to trim it a little bit so it fit just right. And yeah, this is definitely a slightly more messy way of decorating the planner. I've got a lot of extra glue on this paper now. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take my favorite color pen set. I'm going to pull out the colors that I think match my main paper. So this green, turquoise, pink, and red. And I'm going to go ahead and start filling in this top section. I'm still going to use these top boxes for to-do list. I've just kind of been doing to-do lists in these top boxes, and I really like the way that's been looking. So I'm just going to keep that going. And I'm just writing simple to-do. Still probably need to watch some YouTube videos on better writing techniques, but you know, it's getting the job done. So just, yeah, writing a simple to-do and then sort of going back over the lines to make it a little bit more bold so it stands out a bit more. And I like to get my planner set up for the week and fill in my to-do list each day, so I'm just leaving a lot of space in each of these boxes for now. Since the holidays are a good time for being thankful, I decided to use these turquoise boxes to have a gratitude item for each day. So I'm just writing gratitude at the top of each box, and then for each day of the week, as I go through it, I'll go ahead and write down what I'm grateful for that day. So I think it's prepped for the week, and I'm basically just going to use my pens to fill this in as the week goes on. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because that will really support my channel. And otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!